Are you prioritizing the things that you really want? Are you making time for what's truly important? Or are you wasting time doing what you think you should be doing or doing what other people want? Oftentimes we work like dogs in a matrix system because we think that's going to make us happy. But when we get to the end, is what you're doing now truly going to make you happy, or are you going to look back with regret? My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach. I specialize in healing after narcissistic abuse, and I also offer twin flame and spiritual guidance. This is the thing. We work our asses off for a job that's not fulfilling. We work excessively hard, putting stress on our mind and bodies, thinking that this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do first. Let's get our ducks in a row and then I'll do the things that I want. This is the thing, like we're building this thing. We think that we get the house, we get the financial gain, we get the material wealth, and we're going to be happy ever after. But what if we get all of that stuff and we've neglected to let love into our lives? What's it all for? Is it really going to make you happy if you're not truly happy within? And if you're working a job that you don't love, that's another thing. It's not just romantic love or even friendships, family. It's also the love of your life. Are you loving the life you're living, or are you just existing? Does your job give you fulfillment, or are you just doing it to make ends meet? This really bugs me. Like, we're wasting so much time on the wrong thing. We're too busy to let love in. We're too busy to let the things that we truly want in, and we're doing what people expect of us. When you get to the end of your life and you have a bank account full of money and a big house and no one to share it with, are you going to actually be happy, or are you going to look back with regret? We have to understand what's truly important, and it's not just the love as in romantic. Do you love your career? Do you love your job? If you truly loved the work you were doing, you wouldn't work a day in your life. So if you're working like a dog, 6-7 days a week, 12-hour shifts to get to somewhere that you think you should be going, that's not life. That's not living. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow isn't promised. All we have is today. If you're struggling and putting stress and dis-ease in your body, doing something where you have no time left for yourself and for love or for a loving, fulfilling life, then why are you doing it? What is it all for? And I'm watching this drama at the moment, and there was something really profound in it that made me do this video. I've always felt this way anyway. But this young boy, 19 years of age, got diagnosed with Huntington's disease. And, that's, obviously these days, when you get a diagnosis of a certain kind, there's a lot of medical things there that you can prolong your life. But, he was having a chat and he was like, they were talking about him going back to college and traveling and stuff like that. And he said, when I got my diagnosis, the first thing to come into my head wasn't, I won't get to go to college or I won't get to travel. It was, I won't get to fall in love. And that really hit me. It was like, that's a fair point. If you knew you were going to die tomorrow, like the job that you're working right now, or even traveling, or even going to college, or even having experiences, yes, that's one thing. But to have a life where you weren't loved and you weren't able to give love, I think that would lead us to have more regret. Because to share your life with somebody, I think is the most priceless, valuable thing you could ever have. What is the point in having riches when you have no one to share it with? That's an empty life. And there's a movie that I've watched a few times, A Lot Like Love, and they're obviously meant for each other, but they're not ready. And they spend 5 years of their lives trying to go after that corporate ladder, trying to do the things that they think they want, thinking, I'll get my ducks in a row, I'll get everything, on the financial side, I'll get my career, I'll get this, I'll get that, and then I will settle down. But the things they strive for weren't the right things. Because when you're living out of love, And that's even love for yourself and a love for life and a love for your purpose. When you have love in your heart, you will succeed. You will succeed at everything you do. But when you're in the corporate mindset, the matrix fucking mindset, and you're going down society route, you're literally living, you're pushing and forcing. And I mentioned this in the video last week. Life is your life purpose and your true love, your heart. It's an art form. You can't create art if you force it. So if you're going down a corporate route or a societal route or the matrix route, you're literally doing something that is not in alignment with your soul and your heart. So it's not going to fucking work. It's going to make you stressed. It's going to make you feel disease, and stress leads to disease. You're going to overwork so much that you're going to collapse, that you won't be able to work anymore. Then what's it all for? What is it all for if you don't have love in your life? And, you know, I still go back to the fact it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. The love you have for self, the love you have for the work you do. You know what I mean? You're like, you're in a job that doesn't match with your soul purpose. You're striving for something that isn't actually going to make you fucking happy. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, what is the point in having money if your heart isn't filled with love? You create more, you create better, you can help others more if you live in love. But when you, like, this is the thing with these people who get to the top without actually doing the inner healing or doing a work they love, they get to the top and they feel empty and they feel bitter. And all the money in the world can't fix that. You were striving for, like, you know, I was saying this the other day to myself. You could have no money and absolutely nothing in your life. But if you have the love of a good person, you're still rich. But if you have all the money in the world and no one to share your life with, what's the fucking point? You know what I mean? And we're running around saying we're too busy for this, we're too busy for that. I'm too busy to let love in right now because I need to do it this way. Who told you needed to do it that way? Who made the fucking rules? You know, we're striving for something that somebody told us to do. You know, is it what you want? And I go back to the fucking Notebook scene again. What do you want? Not what your parents want, not what he wants, not what I'm going to add to it, not what fucking society wants. What the fuck do you want? You want to be stressed and tired all day, every day, working a job that's destroying your soul? Or do you want to have purpose? Do you want to have love? A life lived with purpose is a life lived with love. And a lot of the times we think, because of toxic past relationships, you know, I need my independence. If I let a person in again, I'm going to lose control of myself. But the wrong person is the person who controlled you. The right person is equal to you. And neither of you control each other. The right person helps you expand and grow into the best version of yourself. The right love in your life helps you to love yourself and love life more. This is the thing. You're going to actually become better with the right love in your life. Love makes us grow. Love makes us who we truly are. You know, and that's even love of self. Loving yourself, loving what you do, will make your life so much better, not just for you, but for the people you help. And that's the thing. It's literally, you can light that candle for others. It expands. But if you're going down that dark matrix avenue, that place that's not for you, your heart is going to get closer and darker and darker and get darker. It's just going to close up. You're going to end up bitter and resentful because you didn't let love into your life. You're going to get to the top and think, I'm not happy. I wanted to get here. I worked really hard to get here. Why am I not happy? Because you didn't do it out of love. You didn't do it in alignment with your soul. And that's the thing. you know, you have to ask yourself, are you happy right now? Are you happy working long, long days for a system that sees you as a fucking number? You're replaceable to them. You mean nothing to them. And you're doing this to make ends meet. I need the money. I want to do this first. Do the important thing first. What's the most important thing in life? And it is to be happy. Life is for loving, not just living. You're just existing. You're literally driving yourself into an early grave by overworking. That's stress on your mind. That's stress on your body. That's stress on your soul. That's stress on your heart. You know, and if you're wasting, it is a waste. You're wasting all your time working that much. You're giving all the money to the taxman anyway. Like literally, you have no time in your life because you're going to pay the taxman every bit of money you're going to fucking earn anyway. Because the more hours you work in this fucking country, the more you give to the fucking taxman. But this is the thing. You have no time in your life because you're doing a certain thing. Tomorrow isn't promised. So if you're working 6-7 day weeks, no time to actually live and enjoy your life, and then tomorrow it's gone. Can you actually look back on your whole life and say, yeah, I'm happy. I worked like a fucking dog. I'm so proud of that. When you have absolutely nothing of value to show for it. And when I say value, I mean not materialistic. And this is the thing. This is what we've been shown to believe. Like, you know, we have to have the material possessions. You know, and when it comes to men as well, this is an awful thing for men. Men think that they need to provide for women. This is an old and outdated fucking toxic belief. Women don't need that anymore. We can, you know, provide for ourselves. And men are working, and this is a fucking toxic thing in relationships. Men aren't emotionally available because they think that they need to be this work dog, this workhorse, whatever. And that's what they do to provide love. But that's not right. Because the man then gets stressed out because he's not providing enough and thinks that if he doesn't have enough money, he's failing his wife. When in actual fact, you're failing your wife by not using your fucking heart. And that's what a woman needs. We don't need protection anymore in a material sense. We need spiritual and emotional protection. You know what I mean? You're detaching from your family because you think you need to do more financially and materialistically. When in actual fact, you need to come home, spend time with your family, spend time with your wife. Be present in the fucking moment. It's better that you're all together and all, you know, united than you stressing yourself out. And this is another thing with men. Men are told don't show your emotions. They're told you have to do it this way. Kill yourself in this job. Be stressed out. Get into fucking debt. And then get fucking mental health issues. Detach from your wife. Detach from your family. That is not true happiness. That is not the way it should be. That is fucking toxic. It really is. And, you know, it breaks up so many families, but it lessens a man's life because of this mental health and this stress that comes from this way he thinks he should be doing things. It's fucked up. You know what I mean? And all a woman really wants is a man to be present. That's all they want. You know, be there. Your children want you to be at home. Want you to be there as a role model. Not away at work all the fucking time. Not stressed out when you come home because you're fucking tired. You know, and that's just a part of it. And this is this patriarchal fucking system that we were bred into. Fuck no. Everyone should be independent and equal. A relationship should be 50-50. A woman should provide as well as a man provide. And you both should do the fucking housework as well. And the cooking, right? Should be fucking equal. This is the thing, like, and this is the importance of living a life of purpose. If the woman, or it doesn't matter by gender, so, you know, man, woman, whatever, you know, whatever. So we'll say, you know, the counterparts, the left and the right, whatever, the yin and the yang. But anyway, you know, we both should be in a role in life where we're living our divine purpose. And living your divine purpose, living working a job you love, means you don't work a day in your life. So you have that time for yourself. You have that time for your partner. And you have that time for your family, your children. That's important. Working this fucked up job, then the woman or the other partner being expected to stay at home and do all that fucking housework and the kid stress. No. It should be equal. Everything should be fucking equal. Both do a job you love, both fulfill a life purpose you love, and both have enough time to spend with your family and do the cleaning together. Do you know what I mean? This is what it's all about. It's about equality, not this fucked up imbalance of fucking patriarchal bullshit, like. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. Us women, we're not living in the Stone Age anymore. We can light our own fucking fires. Let's light a fire together, for God's sake, rather than you fucking Jesus and thinking that you need to light the fucking fire. Do you know what I mean? It's so imbalanced and it's so fucked up. And this is what leads to mental health issues. This is what leads to disease in the body. This is what leads to fucking stress. So ask yourself, are you doing this? That's something that's in alignment with your soul. Or are you killing yourself and sending yourself to an early grave thinking you should be doing this a certain way because fucking society told you to fucking do it? Do you know what I mean? This is a simple thing. You are literally wasting your life living out of alignment with your soul. You're wasting your life living in a fucking system that's fucking toxic. And that is a fact. We need to bring more love into this energy. Men especially need to know that they can show emotion. That to provide for their partner now is about being present in the heart center, about being emotionally intelligent. It's not about financial gain. As I said, it's better to have absolutely nothing but have the greatest love of your life than having all the money in the world and having absolutely no fulfillment whatsoever. Do you want to get to the top and feel completely empty? Or do you want to have life experiences and love experiences? Once again, I'll say it. Life is for loving, not just for living. Are you existing or are you truly doing what you want? So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you would like help on your journey, please book me for a discovery call today, and I'd love nothing more than to help you on your path.